What's up everyone, it's DV and we're back in Roblox Island and we're going to continue on from the previous video that I was doing on this fantasy build. If you haven't seen that video, definitely check it out. It'll answer a lot of questions of what we're trying to build here. But today we're going to be continuing on, like I said, with that build. And you can see this right here made a lot of good progress. We still need to finish the bridge. But ultimately what we're going to try to do today is we're going to try to get this stuff done. So we're going to get the castle walls all done. We're going to get them laid out. We're going to continue using glass for all of this. And then we're going to start replacing the glass with actual stone and such. So you're going to start seeing this transform quite a bit. I think, a lot of people have been asking me like what colors I'm going to go for. I think I'm going to go for like lighter colors just because I think it's going to work better with the changing grass colors. It's also going to work better for the sky, especially at night. If I went with the typical dark colors of my blocks, like reds and dark, like coal and such, unfortunately the island would just get really, really lost, I think, at night. So we're going to go a little bit more grays and blues and maybe some whites and golds. We'll see. Before I begin, please hit that like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. So let's get into it. So if you remember, this was a sketch that we did. So we already got this part completed. We're not going to do this until later. Same with this. Same with the bottom adjustments. But we do have this. We have the walls set up. We also have a diagram of the layout, which we already have here. So you can see we already set up the walls. So this is the floor plan. We're going to start working on the walls. We're going to fill this in. We're going to finish the archway. We're going to put a little guard tower kind of set up here. We're going to start getting the inside done. We're also going to do the little corner spires. So we'll get that done. All right. So we're going to go and finish these walls. We're just going to start doing this all the way around. And I'll catch you on the other side once we finish this part. It's going to take a while. Okay, so the walls are in, but we need to do one more thing. You'll notice that how I have these walls, as soon as I start cutting in the inside, it's going to be weird because if I start digging out here, what you're going to see on the inside, like this, is just a bunch of dirt. And we want this to be actual walls. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically trace along this route here, and we're going to just add some flooring to it. We're going to take out the grass that the glass needs to be, or at least our wall needs to be. Then we're going to go down on this. We just cut all of this out, and then we're going to fix it. This part should be good. It just needs to be flat. So let me fix this real quick. I wish building in this game was like Bed Wars. Like, it'd be so much easier. All right, that's looking better. So just so you can see what I'm doing here, on the inside, it should be flush. That way, if we walk around our wall, we don't see a bunch of dirt on the inside of the wall. Okay, so just imagine you're not gonna be able to see the bottom of the glass. Obviously, this is gonna be stone at some point soon. But we should be able to walk all the way around this without any issue, with no covering over us. A couple blocks here. These need to go. Oh, I missed a whole section. All right, that looks good. All of this is obviously gonna go away. We don't need any of this hillside stuff anymore. So this entire interior is going to go away and go flat. But before we do that, what I want to do is I want to fill in the outside here so it's covered still. So let's go ahead and get started on that. So how I'm going to do this is we're just going to kind of fill in some blocks here. We just want to make it look kind of natural. All right, that's good right there. And then we're going to add a little build up here. So let's put in some blocks. Basically, it's going to round up and then back down. All right, so the fortress walls are done. We just need to start doing the spires on the outsides. You can ignore the interior because all this hillside stuff's going to go out, like I said. And from a distance, so this is what the walls are going to look like. So you can see the nice setup there with the dirt. Now it's time to do the spires. So the spires, we're going to do something similar to these. So we're going to do something similar to this size here, which essentially, I think that's 3. I mean, is that going to be too big though? So let's go and do this. It's going to be like 2, 2, 2, and then 2. It's going to be like that. We're going to get rid of these. It's going to be like that on the corner. And this should be pretty quick to set up. There we go. All right, for these, it's going to be a little easier because we already have most of it already done. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to go down, clear this stuff out. And then we just need to go 2 up right here and then 2 up right here. There's that. And then we're going to go up right here, then 1 right here. And then we got these 2 right here, just like that. So that's another corner. We're going to do the same over here. Remember, it's only the outside edges we're going to do that on. We don't need that on everything. There we go. Then we got these back 2 corners here. All right, so here's how it's looking. So you can see the spires on the corners looking really good, actually. That's going to look really cool once it's filled in too. So right now it's transparent, so it looks a little weird, but that's nice for the corners. All right, so we got our corners done. Now going back to this, we had this. We don't have to worry about the door. We should probably, work on this part here, put the little HUD on. So we're going to start getting that in. So let's go ahead and get a little rooftop here. Doesn't have to be too big because we don't want it to be massive here. But maybe something like this across. What we're going to need to do though is this needs to be pretty big. So we don't want to cover this. So let's get this out. But we can make a walkway or something. So like maybe what we do is we straight up do something like this. All right, so we're going to go ahead and bring this up. And we're going to make this the building here. That's above the gates. And then, so in order for this to work, I think we need to do a little gap here. I think it'll look cooler. So it'll be like this. And then same for this, we'll go in 1 and we'll do that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come back outwards like this. It's kind of nice. We'll also do something like this. We'll stack these. And then we'll bring this out a little bit more and then straight down. We're just going to make some kind of cool looking. Don't worry about that rabbit. That rabbit's going crazy. We're going to do something like this. And then we should probably put some windows or something. I don't know. We can do that later. Okay, so we got this area, and this is just going to be filled in a little bit so we can have like a area that we can stand at. We're also going to have an area right here that you can look down. So like if you're in here, you can look down at people coming by. Kind of like a guard tower kind of feel to it. Okay, next up, what we're going to do is we're going to start working on the inside here. So I got to clear this entire mountain area and put a basically a ground, and then we're going to start laying out these towers. So I don't know how much we're going to get of the towers. I almost don't want to start on them until we actually have like true materials. But the way I look at it is I can always do glass, and then I can ask for help, help from my community, so I can get a bunch of my builders come in and start replacing the glass with a better material. So I might do that. I might just go do everything in glass first, and then we'll start converting. So what we need to do, pretty obvious, we need to start taking this stuff out. All this work. After adding all this, we got to remove it. Okay, so we've got it all cleared out. Took me a little while, not too long, maybe like 20 minutes. And you see this giant pit. It's crazy. So what we need to do here is we need to level this out. I could start working on our structures. You can also see I have a bridge here. So what I'm going to do is I've got to multi-layer this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the bridge kind of go over kind of like a garden area, maybe like some water or something too. I'm thinking we do something like this where it comes across inside. Typically speaking, in a fantasy kind of castle situation, you're going to have them walk through and they would have like stalls and stuff. But I don't think we really, we don't have horses and stuff in this. So I'm thinking we might bypass that and just do like a giant bridge up here that goes straight into some like kind of castle kind of entrance. What I'll do is I'll make it so that it goes in a little bit right here, and then we start some structures. So I'm thinking this could be kind of like an area that's circular, something like that. And this can be stairs that go down or something. All right, so, oh, you know what? I kind of messed up on that. It's got to be like this. So it'll be like this, and then we'll have some kind of structure inside. Now the structures inside my concept art, they're not that far. So what I'll probably do is like stairs up to this first one, which is kind of like that church-like building, right? But it's not really a church. So we'll probably do something like this where it's like it goes up a little bit. We'll just assume there's stairs like this. We'll clean this up later. So be stairs up like this. We don't want to go too high on this. This will be the entrance to the doors. And similarly, we want really big doors, but we don't need to be like, they don't need to be like, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you remember this first part here, man, this thing's supposed to be massive too. So we're going to bring it up quite a bit. This building's huge. Yeah, it's going to be about that, maybe a little taller actually. And then there's going to be two sides that come out. We'll bring them out to about here. We'll go in like that. It's kind of like a Z. So it'll be 1, 2, and the third one's going to start the Z like that. So we got a little Z effect. This is going to go all the way to the back. I think the idea was this is going to go back inwards. So like that as well. So let's go ahead and tuck that back like that. This is going to go straight up. And we're just going to get the shell of the building for now. We're not going to do any detail. And this here is going to have that big window, if you remember. So let's see where we want to start that at. I'd say probably about here. So we'll go straight across. And our window will be about that big. And then it'll go up to about right here. And then it'll start curving. I'm thinking we're going to have to go a little wider. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. And then we'll go in, and then we'll figure out some kind of cool design up here later. For now, we'll just fill it in. Now, if you notice, I did have something else that I'm missing here, which is the kind of the tilted roof. So we need to do that too. So it's going to go down like that. And then we need to go straight to the back here. And we'll do the same for all these. We'll get the rooftop done. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start working on some of this outside edge stuff. This is going to go about halfway up. It's just going to go to the little bit of the base of this glass here. And speaking of glass, what we're going to do is I think we're going to make this a little wider. So let's get this out. Actually, I'll leave it as is. And I'll leave these side windows open. That'd be kind of cool. I'd add to it, I think. And then this is going to come inwards. What I'm going to do with this one is we're going to take this out, and then we're going to go on the inside here like this. Be something like that. This part's going to come up. Let's see. Am I measuring that right? Nope. This part's going to come up. Finish this real quick. And then this one's going to go back up. All right. We'll do something like that. I don't know what that looks like. It's kind of hard to see it, but we'll clean that up a little bit more later. Some things we just won't be able to see until we're actually building the thing. And then this is going to go up as well to about right there. And we're going to curve it like this. This one's going to come down 3 layers and then come back and then out. All right, so basically we have the 3 here like that. Finish this side. All right, just so you can see what we've done so far, it's actually pretty cool looking. So let's go and finish this up. We're just going to go and fill this in a little bit. We're not going to fill it all in because I don't want to have to like take all this stuff out later. And anyone who helps me is going to be like in pain All right, so now we got to do these walls. So let's go and get these up. All right, here's another snapshot of progress. It's looking pretty good. Get a little detail in there without even trying. So far, we're still working on it. All right, so what I'm going to do is about midway up here, just so I can get up real quick, I'm going to just do one of these. We're going to do something like this eventually anyway, so might as well do it now. But what it'll do is it'll give us some more supports on the sides. It'll just give us a little bit of shadows too and detail on the walls. And then I'll probably do one right next to it, just to make it a little bit more spaced, because it doesn't look center aligned. This should though. Yeah, it looks better. So we're gonna do something like that. And obviously we're gonna add some windows and stuff here, but not yet. So next up, we got to flatten this out, because this is just a shoulder to the building. So we're going to flatten all this out. This is going to be flat as well. And then we got this piece. So I'm going to fill all this stuff in, and then we'll see on the flip side. All right, so now we got to fill in this back here and then the other side. Oh, we got so much to do. Well, it won't take too long though. All right, here's an updated look on the progress. So it's all completed here for this main building. Looking pretty good. Centered. We'll get rid of this tower thing soon. But I was going to put like a rooftop thing on it. I don't really like that idea because it's going to be pretty noisy. So now we need to do the other layers. Dude, this frog. So we got to do the layers. We got to do the inside. Man, there's so much more left on this build. Really excited about it though. This is gonna be cool. So next up, what we need to do is we need to do this spire out here. So I'm gonna at least get the tower started. We'll also get these started. We'll get the arch ready. So this is gonna be behind this. So do we have enough space? Let's see how much space we got. Oh yeah, we got plenty of space. I might move. Let's see. Yeah, we got plenty of space. Okay. So how this is gonna work is I'm gonna draw these out with glass, and we're probably gonna start around. So essentially what's gonna happen is this right here is going to be that really tall one. So I'll make it a little bit wider and we'll make it go up really tall. And then basically this whole building, rectangular building, is going to be back here. I don't know how that's going to work though. Let's see. Is it going to look okay? Because again, everything's based on where people spawn initially in the world. And it's supposed to be tucked back a little bit. A little further back. So you know what I could do is I can make this building attached to the wall. So it's very back of the building. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. That's gonna work. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, if that, hopefully that made sense. That building's gonna be back here, and it's gotta be just a little further back, so it's gonna be a part of this. So we're gonna get rid of these. You're probably like, DV, how do you know what you're doing? I don't. I have no idea what I'm doing, okay? Just making decisions as I go. I'm gonna make the floor the same height as this stuff, just because it's gonna be easier. And the building size is gonna be basically where this wall starts. And then we'll round it a little bit just so we don't have to do a spire. It'll be kind of rounded like that. So now we got to go really tall on this. It's going to be way taller. Like I said, this piece right here is going to be as tall as that big giant column. This one's going to be about the same height as what we got at the top here. So that's going to be really tall. Hold up. How tall should we go on that? It's going to be about halfway. So we'd be about like right here for the bridge. All right, let's do it. Let's go and set our height. Oh man, we're going to run out of glass blocks. So I said about right there, right? So we kind of went too high. So this right here is the bridge height. And so what I can do, since this is the corner, one of the corners, go ahead and finish this off. We're going to go ahead and build this square wall now. This is going to take a little while, but we have to go all the way up. All right, so tower is completed. So at least the height is. It's going to be a lot of work. Oh my gosh. So we still have to do the little corner spikes. We'll do that in a little bit. We got to do the bridge. Bridge is going to go in front of this building. Let's go ahead and do the other tall side. In fact, let's do it from this side. We're just going to go ahead and draw the bridge across. This will help us determine how far we need to go. I think it's going to be something like that. Yeah, that's plenty. So the bridge is going to go, and then it's going to enter right here. Actually, we'll go a little further out. Something like right here would be good. And then the building start's going to be about right here, and it's going to come outwards. So if I drop straight down to where we need to be, somewhere around here. So let's go straight up from this. All right, so that's the front of the building, and then we need to make it pretty wide. So let's see how far we need to go. I think it's basically going to go to about, let's bring it to the spire, but not quite. We'll bring it to about like right here. So like 3 blocks in. Bringing it like right here. By the way, in case you're curious how long this has taken so far, at least with this building, clearing all this stuff, we're about 3 hours so far. So this is the back of the wall. So we're going to go and fill this in, and then we need to bring it over, and it's going to be in a little bit. So it's going to be like this. It's going to be pretty narrow. Be like that. I have to say this is probably one of the hardest builds I've ever done. I don't think I've ever done anything this intricate. So I'm pretty excited about finishing this thing. All right, so we got one wall done. We're going to go do the other one. All right, so we got this other building done. Let's see how it looks. Oh, we didn't do the front wall. We got to do the front wall. So that's as much as we're going to be able to get done today, unfortunately, because it's been like several hours, about 3 hours into this. I'm going to have to continue as a separate video. I'll definitely be working on it. Should be out tomorrow sometime. So I'll continue on this tonight and keep going on it. We should be able to get the entire structure done in the next video. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start working on actual blocks and go from there. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and let me know how you're doing on your builds in the comments below. Peace.